Whimsy.
So,
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. 2020 was, 2020. We probably don't have to go over recapping the pandemic and politics and racism and
All the things
we all know.
all the things that were wrong with 2020 are mostly the things that are wrong with every year. Maybe amplified a bit this year.
We don't have a pandemic every year, but yeah.
Not every year, yeah. But, it's over. We made it. And we made it, I think, stronger than we started. So that's good.
So we thought we'd go over a quick review of what 2020 was like for us and a quick heads up on what we're looking forward to in 2021.
Absolutely.
First, the bad.
Oh, we're doing bad stuff?
Just a brief thing. So,
alright, go.
like everyone else in the country and the world, we both had an array of stress-related health issues. That's been exciting to try to figure out how to overcome.
I got a therapist! Is that like
I talk to mine every week still.
Is that like a gift from 2020? I got a therapist.
Yes. I also got a new neurologist finally.
That's true.
Who I just met, so we haven't gotten to do anything yet, but we're working on it.
I got a new doctor too.
I also got the same new doctor you did.
Yeah.
As far as visiting people, clearly that didn't happen. We did not hang out with friends more.
No.
The only person I have physically been in the same room with since February of 2020 is Dan, and an allergist once.
That guy does
That's
not
it.
even begin to know how lucky they are. That girl does not even begin to know how lucky she is.
Dan, on the other hand, still had to work for a good part of the year.
Yeah.
It's a pretty inconvenient and not super safe environments.
It was a tough work situation. However, I did manage to work from home a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the year, I managed to get a work from home all the time, which was fantastic. Such lower stress.
So even without being able to physically see our friends, this has actually opened up an opportunity where a lot of our friends that we've lost contact with because they live a long ways away so they can't come over and visit, we've regained contact with them because at this point distance and location doesn't actually matter in your socializing anymore. So that's been kind of nice, actually.
Yeah.
We have friends we see every week now on Discord that we just had not had really good communication with for a long time.
I had to start learning new ways of being friends with people because I'm used to seeing people in person as a friendship thing. So, reaching out to people via emails and text and stuff, that was a little different for me. It was a new skill.
I think your favorite one.
My favorite thing this year is we bought tablets in, I think it was February or March.
Specifically drawing tablets, not just regular tablets.
Yes, drawing tablets, and with the intention of trying to take our art to the next level, which was a 2020 resolution for us. We just didn't know it was going to go that way. Instead of hard, we went digital, and we did a great job teaching ourselves that.
Mm-hmm.
Jess has been legit, has some of her art on various marketplaces on the internet where you can buy stickers and things like that of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's adorable.
Thank you. And we've both done illustrated books now because of it. I think you put out 1 or 2 illustrated
I put out
ones.
2 illustrated books this year.
And I put out 4 illustrated books this year and 1 novel. 4 or 5 illustrated. I don't know. I put either 5 or 6 books out this year.
Yeah, I think you put 5 illustrated books and a novel, and I put out 2 illustrated books and a novel because I'm a slacker.
So being stuck at home has some benefits.
Right?
You really buckled down for publishing.
And we learned that we enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. That was really cool. So we also got some work done in the property, which is stuff that had been put off for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
We managed to fill in our pool finally. So now we have a dirt pit outside. Well, not a pit. I guess it's just a filled-in pool outside.
Dirt It's a dirt.
We have a yard again
We have
instead
a
of a pool. And we fixed our outbuildings. We got electricity back to them and fixed the roofs on it. So it all worked out well, and fixed our deck. So everything
And we
was
got
better.
our sunroom, finally all of the windows and doors got their trim put on them. So
Hey!
those all look, you know, complete and finished. We also learned how to garden this year finally. I have a just huge history of poor attempts of growing my own fruits, vegetables, and herbs, and this year we did it successfully!
Yeah, we got much better results than we've gotten in the past. And we shared some with the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies have brought joy as every year. We also got a lemon tree. Our faithful indoor lemon tree, Bob Ross, because he's the happiest tree. Who's actually producing lemons.
Don't tell him. We're trying not to make a big deal out of it because he might get scared.
We don't want to spook it.
We don't want to spook him. It's in winter.
I mean,
and
winter in New England,
trees.
and we're getting lemons, so...
But they're, like, getting there. Oh my gosh. I'm
We're
so
making
excited.
lemons out of 2020.
So we managed to have a good time in 2020 despite the stress and troubles and fears, I would say.
And even the holidays, they were different, they were weird, but they worked out. We still had good holidays this year, thanks to technology.
Yeah, we got a Switch.
We got a Switch.
And we are now obsessed with Animal Crossing.
Yep.
So I guess it's just an Animal Crossing channel now.
2021, that's what's happening with us.
I erased most of my 2021 goals and replaced them with Animal Crossing goals, so, you know, we'll see.
We do have an exciting piece of news, though, that I've been dreaming about for a couple of years now. And this is finally gonna happen, I hope. Fingers crossed. So far, we got our permits.
Yeah.
So...
Go for it.
We're getting Tesla power walls and solar panels on the house.
We are just waiting for a contractor to be assigned. That should happen in the next couple weeks. And then they should be, before January's over, we should have that installed. And I would say by February we'll probably have it up and running. They've got to come and inspect it and a bunch of other things. But yeah, we'll be off the grid.
We're gonna be all high tech. Also, we live in a rural part of Connecticut, so whenever the power goes out, which is frequently this year, we've had so many power outages this year, it's insane. We're the only people around who don't have a generator. And every time that goes out, it means we don't have running water because we have a well, so we can't flush toilets, we can't wash our hands.
No hot water.
You lose everything in your fridge and your freezer, so this is going to be such a huge relief to not have to worry about any of that anymore. And renewable energy, and I'm so happy.
Everything is going to be, I mean, the biggest trouble we'll have with rainstorms now, or storms that take out power, is that our neighbors' damn generators are going to be so loud. We're going to have to turn our white noise generators way up.
That we'll have to have them keep calling saying, hey, is the power back? And we'll be like, I don't know, did it go out?
So one thing we are committed to still doing, mostly because it's a lot of fun and we're enjoying it, is putting out more illustrated books and also doing more novels, because that's kind of a path we're choosing as future development, so that, you know, maybe I'd like to be a novelist someday. I'd like to be paid very well for the things that I write. So, you know, if everyone who's watching this video goes out and buys, I don't know, 50 copies of all of our books, we'll be on our way.
I personally am happy continuing my short, quick read novel, cozy rom-coms and picture books. I'm really loving illustrating. That's been super fun. Makes me not want to work on novels because the illustrations are fun.
So yeah, we've had a pretty successful year. We're looking forward to some more low-key stuff for next year. We're not setting a lot of ambitious goals.
We'd planned on doing a lot of traveling this year. In 2020 with Scotland and stuff. Jokes on past us.
We're gonna instead de-stress and try to, you know, convince my job that I should work remotely all the time and do things like making our home environment very comfortable and enriching to us.
Yeah. So I made a New Year's resolution at the beginning of 2020 on camera to all of you that I would get my hair cut regularly for the first time ever. I was going to do it every 3 or 4 months. That clearly did not happen. I had one haircut at the beginning of the year when you guys saw it, and that's it. As you can see, it is a mess. So you may have seen the video. If not, I'll try to make sure that's in the end cap or somewhere in here of me giving him a terrible haircut. I think this week I'm gonna have to give me a terrible haircut, finally.
Don't I get to give you a terrible haircut?
No.
Oh.
You're the one who asked me to give you a terrible haircut. I'll give myself one, thanks. You shouldn't live with that guilt, Dan.
I, however, am gonna give myself another terrible haircut.
Fantastic. So terrible haircuts abounding at the beginning of 2021.
With a higher quality, a higher level quality equipment on this particular one, I think.
So I think that's it. If you're enjoying our videos and you like keeping up with us, we're going to try to keep up the 1 video a week schedule this year. It might get more, but we'll see what happens. Hit like, subscribe, follow along, see how the horrible haircut massacres go, see how our power wall goes.
Yeah, we're gonna be
see how our gardening shakes out this year, and whatever weird games or challenges we issue each other, or crafting projects, or all that stuff's gonna keep happening.
We're gonna be insufferable.
I know.
And now, let's frost the cake.